So some people think that this reality is all a dream and we are simply moving through this very short instance of quote unquote time in this dreamscape, and we will wake up from this sleep to a much higher vibrational aspect of ourselves. And in some cases, it does feel like that. It does feel like the things around us flow very much like a dream. And in that way, by looking through that lens, we can allow ourselves to uncover certain fundamental concepts and ideas and understandings that can truly benefit us. And one of those is that as a dreamscape or escape of our mind, really all is mind. And we're always the only one that there is. So when we want something to shift or change, it comes from us, from our internal state. And it comes from whether we feel centered, whether we feel aligned with our soul and our higher self, and whether we feel like we are moving forward and expanding and growing. So when, for example, we are looking to transform a circumstance, there's always something in this realm. There's always been a lot of density and darkness around this type of expansion, and this movement of expansion has been hindered by eons of programmed behaviors and programmed density and darkness that has created programmed behaviors, and these programmed behaviors just repeat themselves. And until they are looked at, whether that is on the physical side of things in your current now moment life experience, or whether that's something ancestral or planetary that needs to be looked at, these things do carry a resonance with them. These frequency signatures need to be alchemized, and we can alchemize things by thanking them and being grateful for them, that they are there for our growth. And when we understand that some of these things can be alchemized with the simple shift in understanding and shifting of our emotional states from being angry or from being sad or any of the quote unquote negative emotions, we can shift those frequencies into love and gratitude. And when we do, we bring about higher points of understanding, and from those points we are living in a higher consciousness. And this is the consciousness that I believe is needed at this time. It's not a reactionary type of consciousness that instantly creates the same patterns again and again, but it's one that is open and receptive to a soul connection. And when you're open to a connection with your soul, when you're open to a connection with Source Creator, with God, whatever you want to call the highest aspect of yourself, this is when you are going to be able to move freely and effortlessly through the different transformational paths and stepping stones along your journey. So really look at things to not cycle them again, but to learn from them. Allow them to lift you up. Allow the circumstances or the quote unquote obstacles that you may be facing or have been programmed to think that these are obstacles, allow them to lift you up. Leverage them for growth, leverage them for expansion, leverage them for the planet, for Mother Earth, for the ascension of Gaia. Leverage them. And when you amplify this subtle understanding that you can learn, and through the learning comes more light. More learning is more light, more information, more wisdom. As a soul progresses and expands, you are expanding your light. And all that wisdom is very, very important. So take time, look within yourself, look for opportunities that you can grow from and learn from. And these things will allow all of us as a planet to thrive.